Right, so today we're doing some fertiliser spinning with the horses. We've got Dolly and Opal out today. They're our quietest mares because this is quite a noisy job. We've got our Pioneer hitch cart here, hitched onto this fertiliser spinner. Now we're not actually spinning fertiliser. What we're doing today is we're putting out some lime to change the soil pH because the soil here is a little bit too acidic. If you keep your horses on the same patch of grass for an extended period of time, they'll naturally increase your soil's acidity. So increased soil acidity can lead to things like these sour patches that would be very familiar to anyone with a horse. You can see here that the grass has got browning tips. That's another sign of high acidity. Increasing your soil's pH and helping to reduce acidity can also help control problems such as creeping buttercup. Now, if you've had creeping buttercup in your fields, you may have noticed that it can actually burn your horse's nose, so it's quite important to keep on top of these weeds. And the lime can help your grass grow so that you can reduce your use of pesticides.
Right, so this is the Pioneer hitch cart that we bought the other day, second hand. It's a really nice little hitch cart because it's really light and easy for the horses to drag. And then it's very useful because it's got the ball hitch on the back. You can have it with shafts, and we do have a set of shafts for it. We've got the pole on it at the moment. It's got adjustment here so that you can have a double tree, a single tree, or you can move it and have like a triple tree that you'll probably see us out chain harrowing with as well. It's a nice little light cart. I've had a couple of people out over the years complain about them being a little bit nose heavy or weight in the shafts. A lot of hitch carts are heavy in the shafts, and it's so that when you put something on the back, it balances it out. And remember, you'll be sitting on the hitch cart. If I went and tried a hitch cart and it was really light on the front of the hitch cart, I wouldn't buy it, because as you're going off, if you've hitched anything to it, the pole or the shafts would be raising up in the air. So the balance is really important. So what we've got hitched to it today is the fertiliser spinner, but we're going to be spreading lime. And here you can adjust it up and down for the amount that you actually want to spread. We want about 150 kilos to the acre, which we've worked out is about setting 1 on this spinner. This also takes it in and out of gear. So it's very straightforward. It's all ground drive. So as the horses walk off, it will just start spinning. You can see how light this hitch cart and this fertiliser spinner is, and you can see the ground drive work. I'm just going to pull it along a bit. As you can see, as I'm coming along, it's just spinning around nicely back there. And I think this is really important to say that this is just a normal tractor one, or a quad bike fertiliser spinner. And I really like that, so you're not reinventing the wheel every time you want to go and do a job with a horse. You can pitch it onto your new bit of hitch cart and off you go.
So we'll be using granulated lime, which is an organic supplement for the soil. Although it is the granulated version rather than the powder, it is still extremely dusty, so you do need to make sure that you're wearing a dust mask and some proper eye protection. The first job to do was to move the trailer into the right place with the bag of lime using our hitch cart. We then nip back to grab the fertiliser spinner. Once we had the spinner in the right place, we had to reverse it close to the trailer in order to be able to offload the lime. this job with a sledge and a bucket, but this gives a much more even distribution of the lime, and it's much easier to set it to the right level for your soil. To apply your lime before a period of wet weather, though do be careful that you aren't going to let it leach into watercourses. The rain helps to dissolve the lime so that it can be absorbed by the soil. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to see more farming and carriage driving adventures. And if you do have any questions, feel free to pop those in the comments. So why should you be